Here are the combos. Rusviet Patriotic, I think the very clear high bid. Polania Engineering, though, is potentially a fast combination that has the potential to snowball with encounters and kind of messes with Rusviet's value here. Rusviet's got a lot of options. There's a really strong economy value that doesn't really depend on combats to finish in 16 to 18 turns. And depending on what encounters look like, and Polania Engineering, it can go faster than that, but might not have the score unless there's some sort of aggressive play. So, gonna see what Day does here. And I think if he takes Polania Engineering, we go Russ, no question. We just snag it. If he takes Russ, I think I need Russ to be okay. Let's do it. Okay, Rusviet Patriotic, Shore Up the Shore and King of the Hill, both very doable objectives. King of the Hill, especially pretty easy as Rusviet Patriotic against Polania Engineering, since Polania's bolsters over build. He might build. It's unlikely in this matchup, I think, since it require quite a bit of time on land. I think he's going to want to spend a lot of time in the water. There are no bids on the screen because we essentially disagreed which one of these combinations was the high bid. So he bid first. He took Polania Engineering at... All right, he is probably looking to move. Turn 3, create a mech. Turn 4, move it to the water. If he gets something really good off the encounter, he could make a mech turn 5 and turn 6 be in my base. So I have definitely got to keep an eye on that. Okay, I know what this start is. He's going to make a speed mech and go in there. Probably put both workers on here. So that's turn 3, turn 4 to the encounter. Hope for metal, turn 5, mech, 6. That gives me turn 7 till he's in my base. So, turn 6 factory if he's very fortunate. So I got to see, got to remind myself really quickly what my strategies are to get to the factory before then. Let's see here. So let's just go kind of standard for now and just see what happens. This first encounter is going to have a huge impact on the game and whether I'm going to have to play defense and kind of fight running out of cards or whether I'm going to be in a really good position here. So let's see. If I move out on 3, produce on 4, I can hit it in 6. But if he moves on 4, trades in mech in 5, he's going to be here in 6. So the plus of that would be I would get a combat, but I'd still get second choice and factory card, which, you know, I think's worth it. So we're going to do that. We're going to go here. Even getting 1 combat star early with that 4 card and having slightly more power could make a pretty big difference. Now he might load up multiple units on the factory when he moves there. Let's see. I'd like to see him not get wood or not get food and not get metal. Mostly not get metal or a mech. He got the mech and the metal. Okay. We're on now. That was sort of the dream for him. Yeah, I think that's the right call for him. Okay, and he's going to get an enlist out of this, which is amazing for him. All right. So what are we going to do now? What are we going to do now? Because he's in my base. Turn 7. So do I try to bring the workers down to the metal and make power and more mechs? Or do I go with Riverwalk, abandon these workers, and just focus on a list initially? I think I'm going to do neither. I may regret this. We'll see. See if he brings another mech out. Probably here. Yep, thought so. This is the dream for him so far. See what factory card he gets. He would love a mech factory card here. Produce factory card. That's not terrible for him at all. The nice thing about that is at least his mechs will be a little bit slow with the engineering board. So does that change what I want to do here? He's at 4 and 3. I'm at 4 and 2. He can only hit me this turn with 1 unit. He produces, he's going to have to spend the combat card to do it though. So let's not give him the opportunity of stealing resources here and run away with them. Since I got speed, if he attacks this spot, I can counterattack it, and I can win 1 combat with it and then retreat to where he could not initially catch me. Okay, Patriotic. I think I have to do this. But that's going to leave me with no pop to produce with, which means I have to take the pop bonus. So which one of these do I want? Not producing oil initially. Rather, I am. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Unfortunately, we're going to do this. And we have to do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 oil. Give me all the upgrades. I mean, I think he's going to attack. Maybe he goes for an encounter, but I think there's a decent chance he attacks here. He might go this encounter, which means if I produce, nope, just going to go for it. He's going to throw low here, I think. I think he's just looking to get atrophy here. So if I lose this combat, he's just going to kind of take to the water and try to deny me combats. But I think he's going to throw 1 here because he only has 1 combat card, and I think he's going to want 2 cards or... Yep. Got what I wanted there. So that's a combat star. Now he can attack me 1v1 and give me another one. He's gonna do it. And the nice thing about going with this is anytime we retake our oil, because what we're going to do next time, since thankfully, all right, do oil. Well, he doesn't want the spin the pop on the rest of the oil. Okay, now he has to use the factory card to attack me if he wants to do it. But it's 2-3 versus 2-2. I would just pay a power. I'm not sure he's going to be willing to do it again. He might. He needs one more produce for his workers. Yep, he's coming. He's coming for me. I do believe. But if he does it again, really? Okay. I'm just trying to improve this card right here. He brought workers this time. That's the downside. So I'm going to lose my pop. He has nothing on the water, so I'll have one turn where he can't come back and hit me. Already got my combats here. And here's where we just... He cannot hit me this turn. Do I want to insure it, or do I want to keep one card and kind of roll the die here? I want to insure it. I could have kept one card and spent the power, but... Especially since I'm getting another power right here. Only have 2 units. Don't need it an upgraded move yet. So now we can run to here. He can't get another mech super quickly. Another mech is coming here. You can bet it. Nope. Okay. Actually going to try to run an engine now. Grab some pops so he can produce. Let's see here. No pop, can't produce. But we're gonna get some more power here. He has his combats. Let's see. Up to 3 power. We're gonna have to trade for the next mech rather than produce it because we don't have pop. We don't have a great way to get pop. Should have put a worker right here, which I can do. What do you get here? All right, nothing great. That's nice. We just need 4 more oil. And 4 more metal will be enough if we do that. So, gonna leave these here. But we're gonna trade for some of that metal, so. And that's where I want the... He can hit these if he wants, and it'll be a pain to bring him out, but I can always counterattack the steel oil. Let's do... this. Now we're going to trade for metal. He still does not have River Walk. So that will be safe for 1 turn, assuming he does not get a mech off this encounter directly, which he couldn't pay for it. He has no money. He will after he turns in the encounter, but he can't buy a mech. He doesn't have enough pop for it. So I don't think there's a 3 pop. There's no 3 pop option for a mech where you can take 2 mech off the top. So 2 pop wasn't that nice for him. Right here. Wow. This is just dream encounters for him. Good news is I've got my combats. I'm going to get the upgrade star and the mech star pretty quickly in King of the Hills. So this is just a race. We don't even have to... It's 1, 2, 3 turns for upgrades, 4, 5, 6 turns for mechs, and like 1 move for the factory. Trade some metal. Still no River Walk. He's about to get it though. What does the score look like? He's winning, but just off the strength of the encounters. So he doesn't need pop to produce those, so that's nice. He could choose to bump these workers. Kind of a why not situation. I already have my combats. Oh, because he wants another encounter. There's metal. Doesn't really need that metal. Kind of helps. That's a lot. Okay, we're going cards here. River Walk. I mean, he needs 4 bottom row actions. I need 6. So he needs you just gonna go with resources here? Oh, there's Riverwalk. Don't want that stolen up there now that he has Riverwalk. He can attack the mech, but 2 power and 2 combat cards. We still need to get do we even want to? Yeah, we still need to produce because we still need the oil. Let's do this, I guess. We're really close, and he has tons of resources on the board that which can theoretically be stolen. Go into here. He's got like no power. Does have cards though. Can only attack me with one unit. Be pretty easy to win. Township. No one is threatening tier 2. He's just kind of stalling the game on the strength of his resources, which I'm not going to be able to steal because he's going to take him to the water. If he ever hits tier 2, the value of these resources doubles. But I have a... Well... Objective and enlist. All right. And he's up by 6. I think he just won. So we'll see. So we got to bump this, I think. And play 2 cards. We got to get some points. Points are not going to be enough. We're really just hoping he has a territory-based objective here, like 3 villages or such. And this is going to prevent him from winning. Just by sending them back. It's not really going to do much more than send them back. And he had the 2 5s. Oh my gosh. All right. Good game. Well played, Day. Could I have done 5? I mean, I could have attacked with 2 units, but I thought he would just take the factory if I did that. Doesn't really matter at this point. He has an objective. He played aggressive and it paid off, and I think the game ends right here. I mean, there's no other reason he'd just go all out there, I don't think. Yeah, there it is. Well played. Those were just dream encounters. Dream encounters, and oh, he's just gonna like knock my score down as much as he can. All right, fine. Dream encounters for him. Amazing cards. This is what I knew could happen with Polania Engineering versus Rusviet Patriotic. You get metal out of the gate. You get everything you need the whole game. You get amazing cards to finish it out. It was Foundations, which, I mean, he could have completed on this, but he would have been able to just pick up, like, what? 2 extra territories? Would that have been enough? It still would have been enough. It didn't matter if I won that combat. Well played, Day. Let's get to the next one.